So the Baraza this evening was really to bring people together to do, I think what the Aero Club does best is to get stakeholders together, to get people who love aviation, who are in the industry, together to talk about things that are going on, and mainly around safety. That's the main sort of thing. So this evening we had a great number of speakers. We had Liz from the Kenya Association of Air Operators. We had others from ATC, from safety, and we had some great sponsors as well, called Stone, who sponsored the evening. But it was a great dialogue. Everybody got talking. We talked about lots of the safety issues, also the issues around Wilson Airport, Jomo Kenyatta. So lots of good discussions, and I think it's just actually the best thing is just bringing everyone together.
The Baraza is always a good event. I mean, you get to come and network with the community, to address challenges collectively. And I think you've seen we get to share ideas as organizations, associations, clubs, members, private operators. I got to highlight to the attendees the work that the association has been doing as the collective body representing all air operators in Kenya last year and what we're focusing on this year. I also liked the session. I always love the Q&As. Of course, you can always see the love-hate relationship between pilots and ATCs and the aerodrome operator and the regulator.
I was reviewing an incident that I had back in 2014, where I had something called by aviators a bird strike. That is where the natural and the, and the man-made meet in the air unplanned for. So I had a bird strike in 2014 at Lake Nakuru National Park while doing my regular routine work, which was aerial surveillance for the purposes of wildlife management. I talk about this to encourage people to speak about these incidences that we've experienced, because I have seen in my time as a head of safety that we could do all the formal things that are done in safety. We could do the reports, we could do all kinds of diagrams, we can do data and statistics, which is all good. But where the rubber meets the road, essentially is getting these incidences to stop. And I've learned that whenever people are being taught about safety, they tend to take this very formally. But when we talk about real incidences and our lessons in informal sessions and talk about our experiences, it tends to stick in people more. It tends to influence their decision-making better.
For air traffic controllers, the main objective and the only objective under which number one is safety. Without safety, nothing else moves. So we have to make sure you're safe on the ground, safe in the air. And that's why so many questions usually come around safety and they always come to us. And because it's very sensitive, without safety, nothing much will move. The operators at Wilson and the Kenyan airspace at large, because you are representative from the Kenya Airways and other operators out of Wilson, is they always want improvement in safety, especially when there are changes or disruptions, especially with the runway constructions in Wilson, where now we have one runway instead of the two that they were used to. So with the single runway operation, things operate differently, and therefore safety becomes an issue. So I picked it that the operators are really concerned about what measures are in place to maintain safety, yet still give them the efficiency that they need, because they're also in business as commercial operators, and they need to reduce the delays and make more money. Number two, I also picked the fact that they are ready to engage and adopt the new situations as they arise, and take in any suggestions and make any changes that can improve on the zone safety.
One great takeaway, which was very different, was about insurance, something we didn't know about allowing even individuals to share their maintenance schedules over the last 5 years with insurance companies that could help us, even as individuals, not only as air operators, but even as private pilots, to lower our insurance rates by up to maybe 20, as mentioned, 27%. So that was a big takeaway for me. Also learning about other airstrips like Northlands, how they operate, what they're seeking to do, how they're different from Wilson, and then meeting some people that were from JKIA and how that operates, and how that's accessible even to private pilots and things like that. So I thought there were a few sort of different themes going that were quite interesting.
My highlight, and actually the main reason why I attended this Baraza, was because I wanted to meet the other operators in the Kenyan aviation ecosystem, basically, so that I can be able to highlight them and bring them up to speed in regards to the new education system that we are having, the CBE, and the fact that now we have aviation technology being offered as an examinable subject in our schools. This has brought in an influx and need for more support from the key players in the sector, because the youth need to access the airport, they need mentorship, and when they get to college level, they need internship opportunities.
So I think from the Baraza, it's really clear that we've had great interaction, and people sort of put us to task also to take up things like insurance, how we can improve safety, how we can work together with people like ATC, with the KCA, with KA, and people like that, just to see how we can all work together to do things better.
I just want to thank everyone who came on board, all the members who attended, our stakeholders, our partners. Thank you for the committee, managing committee that really supported this event. Our chairman as well, who even received the event. It was quite a nice event, and it was quite engaging, and looking forward for more aviation barazas like this.